in the last couple years, I've had little like I've had little bumps and run-ins way more often than I've ever had before. Like for years of driving when I was a lot younger, and like I backed into stuff more. I need to get a rear view camera on our car maybe in someday, or just buy a car that has one at some point. We'll see. I don't want to keep our Jetta forever because
No.
diesel, but I love diesel, but you can't buy biodiesel in town to fill your vehicle with. And so that's also still going to be a problem regardless. I'd rather just have an electric car at some point. Regardless, let's take that little thought and let's put it way over somewhere else and not think about it.
No, not tonight.
Yeah. But yeah, I need to pull myself out of that entire thing. But I guess maybe it's just that I have felt in more recent years that I'm like, wow, I really just want to walk to work a lot. It's been really great.
I really like walking.
Yeah, when we were able to walk to work, and I was just like, I'm going to try walking to work more. And so then I start walking to work more. I'm like, this is actually pretty good. I'm going to try to keep this up. Because I would always bus to work when I was working at the university because I have to. It's the distance. I'm like, I'm not driving.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked jobs where you're on the bus for an hour and a half because it's just how things are.
Yeah. And so and whenever we've moved multiple times here in Victoria, so I don't think anyone's ever going to be able to find us. But there's certainly like, whenever we did that, it was always like, now my bus route changes and now I have to get up at a different time in order to get to work at the right time in order to do like whatever. And that's fine. And it's what happens. But working here and being like, I think I can walk to work now. Let's try to do that because who cares if I'm 10 minutes late? Who cares if I'm an hour late? It doesn't matter as long as I'm here and I'm doing the things that I want to do. So, I feel like it's what a great thing. And then the pandemic hit and I didn't have to. The most walking to work I did is to my kitchen table.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
I used to walk around the area near where I live just for exercise and to get out of the house because I work from home all the time, even before the pandemic. And it was really nice. And then the pandemic hit and it didn't feel like a good idea to be outside.
Right.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a good idea to be where people were because we didn't know how transmission worked and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we do know, I know I'd be perfectly fine to go back out and start walking again, but it's hard to get back to habits you've lost.
Yeah, well, and it's also like cold and rainy out a lot of the time right now.
Yeah, and when it's not cold and rainy, it's unbearably hot.
Yeah, you gotta if you can get a walk early in the morning when it's before anything's heated up, or real late at night when everything's cooled down.
Yeah, and you're like, early in the morning, you say.
I know.
Early in the morning, I can't wake up for. Late at night, I don't want to meet the night denizens of my city.
Yeah, no, that's fair too. I don't typically go out late at night on my own.
It's a kind of a catch-22, I guess.